Hello ladies and gentlemen, Safehouse here, and today I'll be doing a review of Path of Exile, as it is coming out officially later on today. It has been in beta for about a year, it feels like. I played initially when it first came out, but then got caught up in League of Legends and didn't really go back to it until now. It is also coming out on Steam, so I thought it was a good time to give everyone an update on what's going on. So let's jump straight in. So there are a few ups and downs of this game. It's been said that this is pretty much what Diablo 3 should have been, and it really is an enjoyable game. There are a few things such as the quests can be quite confusing as to how to go about doing them. They're not very clear cut on what you should do. You really need to work that out for yourself. Also, there is quite a limited inventory space, which can be a bit of a downside, but you do go back to town a fair bit, so it's not a huge issue unless you're picking up a lot of junk. One of the things I really like about this game is its diversity, especially with each class. You can play it so differently because you get your abilities and your passive buffs and all this sort of stuff. You get them from gems, and the gems can be used on pretty much most classes. I think some are limited to certain classes, but you really can do just about anything. The passive tree is the big one that draws a lot of people to the game and turns some people off. So here it is here, and as you can see, it is massive. As I scroll around, there is just tons and tons of options, but everyone uses the same passive tree, so all the classes use this one passive tree. Just picking the class determines where you start on that passive tree. So as you can see, the highlighted spot in the middle just there is for the Witch, which I have selected right now, and I'll switch to the Templar, and you can see he just goes off to the left and he starts there. So everyone can benefit from this passive tree, so that's why everyone's in it, but it is very complicated, and refunding those skill points is actually very difficult. So if you go too far down the wrong path, you're going to have to re-roll your character and start again. So I definitely recommend checking out a proper guide and a proper build before you start up in the game. Next is the map takes some getting used to. Quite a lot of getting used to actually. When I first started, I really struggled with it, but once I got used to it, I really did enjoy it. It's a good system. So you'll see throughout the gameplay in the background that I will be tabbing, as I just did then. Hitting tab brings up the map, and you'll be able to see what it looks like. It just takes a bit of getting used to. Another thing I think people may not like is gender lock on the characters. So if you pick a class, you have to stay with that gender. So if you pick a witch, you're going to be a girl. You pick Marauder, you're going to be a guy. Just like that. It's not a huge issue, but I know some people who won't want to play the opposite sex character or the same sex character, so you never know. But as you can see, I'm playing a summoner witch in the background, and I don't mind playing the female character. I generally play males, but anyway, as you can see, the graphics are pretty great in this game. It has a really good art as well. It's got that really dark feel to it, as this sort of game should. It is also quite easy to get around the game, which is quite nice because you can teleport anywhere that has a waypoint, as long as you've been there before. So you just run through the zone. If you see the waypoint, make sure you click on it so that you have it there to teleport to in the future. You can also throw down portal scrolls, which is a type of scroll that drops quite frequently. You can use it whenever, and it will take you back to the town that you're up to, depending on what act you're in. And from the town, you can teleport to anywhere you want to do. This is also a great way to save progress in case you die. If you're coming up to a difficult spot, you should throw down the portal scroll so that if you do die, you can teleport back to that spot. Because that's one of the downsides. If you do die, it can take quite a while to get back to that spot that you're up to. Path of Exile also works on an easy, medium, and then hard basis. So there are 3 acts that you go through. You complete them on easy, you go back, you do them on medium, you go back, you do them on hard. There's quite a bit of replayability in the game, because once you go into an area for a second time, everything moves around, all the paths are different, and you find different mobs in different areas, that kind of thing. So that increases replayability, but you are doing the same act 3 times in order to finish the game. That being said, I definitely recommend checking out this game, giving it a go, because it is free to play, but it has a cash shop in it. So you can spend money on it if you want, but it is all cosmetics, nothing that's going to give you an advantage in game. You can buy pets and stuff, but they're non-combat pets. There is also PvP in the game. You've got 1v1 death matches and team death matches. It is pretty good fun, especially with the huge range of different classes and specs everyone can have. It can make it quite unpredictable and quite exciting. But overall, Path of Exile is a great game, especially if you like the hack and slash genre. But remember, if you're going to make a class, make sure you research it properly first, so you're not going to ruin those stat points and have to re-roll. Unless you're into that kind of thing, then make it up as you go along. But anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this and it helped you make a decision on whether you want to try out Path of Exile or not. So good luck and see you next time. Thank you very much for watching, and if this video helped you out or you just enjoyed it, please smack that like button, or you can also subscribe to my channel for more videos similar to this one. Thanks guys.